We may have a problem. This is bad. The ship is now listing under the wrong side. Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video, we are back in Tiny Sailor's World. And today, we are once again checking out an update. However, this update has to do with the Normandie. So yeah guys, let's get into the video. And here she is, the Normandie. This thing looks fantastic in-game. It's got a brand new hull, everything has been remodeled, and there's so much more detail than the model before. So let's start with the hull. You can see that the hull is much smoother now. I believe before it was a little bit clunky, but now you can really see that it looks great in-game. Or I think they've done at least something to it that has changed it, which is good obviously because now it actually looks better. So not only with that, but the entire deck structure has been completely rebuilt obviously, and it also includes interior, which will be cool to check out in just a moment. But before we do that, let's take a look at some of the deck details. So you can see we've now got deck chairs as well as tennis courts and other little knickknacks placed around, and this really does bring the ship to life. You know, the older model had some of this stuff, but not a lot of it like the real ship had, so it's actually nice to see it in-game. You can really see some of the improvements, especially when it comes to the railings. These are much more detailed, and you can really tell, as well as the davits. You can see that these are much better. Now let's move on to the interior. Look at this. This is a beautiful looking promenade, and it looks just like the real thing. You can see the exterior side is paneled, you've got the interior walls, and you've even got deck chairs in here with some people, so that is a nice touch as well. Whoa, hello. It looks like the Tyrannic has arrived. Well, really the Polar Express. So, hello. And look at that scale comparison there. You can see the Tyrannic compared to the Normandie. Very cool. Now, there are two last interior spaces, and they're right up front. We've got the bridge, and we've also got this interior area. I've forgotten the name, but that is a very nice space in there. And, yeah, it isn't really detailed, but it is there, so I'll give them points for that. Now finally the bridge, you've got some bridge equipment, you've got some crew members in there, and it is wooden paneled, which is just like the real ship, which is awesome. Now we're almost done, so once we finish this up, we'll get sailing, but real quick, we do have another variant. So if we click Z, we have the military variant. So you can see it there, it looks very, very nice, and yeah, we'll sail with this a little later. But for now, we're going to sail with the traditional livery. Now, obviously, we're not going to carry passengers because I'm expecting that we're going to sink. Now, we are going to sail towards Manila, and we'll see if we can get there in one piece. Well, it looks like the Tyrannic didn't make it far. They're already sinking, so, yeah, good luck to them. But we're going to make our way to Manila, and we're going to hope for the best. Wow, this is a nice view of the ship. We're actually sailing ahead in the darkness. We've got a flat calm, and, yeah, it just looks really, really nice. The ship is really well done. I think they did a great job on the revamp, and I really recommend checking it out because this is a very, very nice ship. We're actually heading through a canal right now, so luckily we're not the Ever Given because we would get stuck, but yeah, right now we are about to pass under the bridge that's here. It's a little too dark to see, but it's there. Now our current top speed is 27 knots, but I've just shut the watertight doors, so that's why we're not going at 30 right now, but if you open the watertight doors, you'll be looking at 30 knots for top speed. Alright, so we've made it through the canal and under the bridge, and now we have to make our way to Manila. So we are now on a straight shot straight for Manila, and we should be there within a couple hours in game. Oh no! We have just struck a mine. Let's go ahead and activate the pumps. Okay, so luckily we're okay. So I have activated the pumps. We have kind of saved ourselves there. However, we do have a forward trim, so that's not great. Yeah, looks like we do have almost a row of portholes underwater. They're just tapping the waterline there, which is, once again, a bit unfortunate, but, you know, it's better than sinking. Alright, welcome to Manila. So here we are. Now, I was planning on respawning the ship to get rid of that forward trim, but now I'm not feeling so sure about that. I might as well just sail to Tokyo. It's not a very far trip, so yeah, let's go sail to Tokyo. And plus, if we strike a mine, we'll sink, and sinking is always interesting. So, yeah, we're kind of playing it risky here, but, I mean, we don't have any passengers on board, so it's not too risky. But, anyways, we are on our way to Tokyo. We do have to avoid some rocks as well, because, as you can see right there, there's a huge island, and probably some rocks around it as well, so yeah, we better be careful. I mean, the ship doesn't look too bad, it's just a little bit tilted forward, but other than that, I think it's fine. I mean, after a while, the passengers should just forget that there's a 1-degree trim, so yeah, I think we should be fine. Oh boy, we got one of those massive islands there, so let's go ahead, let's sail to the left of it. Surprisingly, I've only seen one ship, and that is the Tyrannic, and the Tyrannic's just behind us, and I think it's the same guy from earlier, so he seems to have respawned his ship, but I haven't seen anybody else yet, which is pretty interesting because I'm on a full server. I guess that just shows how expansive the map really is, which is pretty cool in game because in real life, obviously the oceans are really expansive, and on here they're very expansive as well, so yeah. Oh boy, now we're testing the Normandie. We are hitting some rough waves. As you can see, the ship is bobbing up and down, but it is taking it like a champ, which is awesome. And there it is. There is Tokyo. So we see the buildings there. Very, very nice, and we are approaching in a foggy thunderstorm. Welcome to Tokyo, everybody. This is Normandie's last port before we sink it, so yeah, say goodbye. The Normandie is about to sink. Now, before we sink the ship, I do want to mention something. I am going to be sinking this twice. So for the first sinking, we're just going to sink the ship in a random way. I'm thinking V-split. We haven't done that in a while. And then for the second sinking, we're going to do a realistic recreation of what really happened to the Normandie. So yeah, that's going to be really cool. But for now, let's go ahead and V-split the Normandie. Alright, 3, 2, 1, and V-split. Oh, that took a little while to react. Usually with some ships, they just drop immediately, but there we go. It is broken in two, and it is sinking by V-split. So there it is going down relatively quick. I mean, that is to be expected. It is cut into two pieces, so yeah, and there it goes. Wow, that is actually really interesting. Look at that. Oh, the funnel just collapsed. Oh, everything's going now. Yep, this is it. Wow, this is going much faster than expected. And there it is. Yep, going straight under. Oh my gosh, now it's just the bow and the stern under the water. And it's almost gone. The Normandie nameplate is slipping under. The bow is almost gone, and so is the stern. And they're both gone. So there it is. They're slipping to the bottom. They're colliding underwater, which is super interesting. They're breaking apart. And there it is. That is the wreck of the Normandie for our first sinking. And now we're going to go to New York to sink it realistically. Alright, so here we have her. Now all we have to do is dock up. So let's go to dock 27 and 28. That sounds good. So here we go. Actually, you know what? Let's do this 100% realistically. We're going to go to 25 and 26 so we're docked on the correct side because, you know, it's right there. Why not do it accurately? So there we go. Let's drop anchor. Let's stop the ship. And now let's move forward. So here we go. Let's dock up. Let's see my docking skills with the Normandie. Here we go. Slow it down. Slow it down. Put it in full reverse, maybe. Here we go. This is it. We are moving into port at dock 25. And there we are. Okay, we are docked up. Now, we're going to have to convert this ship into a military or troop ship. So here we go, and it is converted. Now it is time. We must catch the ship on fire and sink it, or, well, capsize it. Alright, and the Normandie, or the Lafayette, is about to be sunk. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and sink. Alright, it is on fire. Uh-oh. We may have a problem. This is bad. The ship is now listing under the wrong side. Oh no, this is actually really bad. I was hoping it would list onto the other side, not this side. Okay, alternate history, the Normandie listed over to the wrong side. Well, not really the wrong side, there is no wrong side, but listed over to the other side. So, yeah, this is, pretty tragic. Now it's gonna kind of crush onto the dock. So there we are, folks. I'm actually gonna just hop off the ship. I think the funnels may have just collapsed. Yep, the funnels have collapsed. This is it, folks. The ship is now, well, collapsing in on itself. So yeah, this is kind of an alternate history version of what would have happened if it listed over to the other side. So if the ship's instability made it roll over to the starboard side instead of the port. I wonder what the interior looks like on the ship right now as it's flooding. Let's take a look. Oh boy, wow, that is actually quite frightening. Imagine being stuck in that promenade, not being able to escape. That would be unbelievable. But as you can see, there it is. There's almost nothing left of it. It is, well, pretty much gone at this stage. And the only thing that's on fire right now is just the very front of the ship. Now, in real life, she didn't fully submerge. She rolled over, she was kind of righted and then towed off, and they were gonna repair her or turn her into an aircraft carrier, but they didn't, and they scrapped her, and that was it. So, yeah, very sad end for the Normandie or the Lafayette, and, yeah, an even sadder one for the Normandie in-game, or the Lafayette in-game, because, I mean, look at it, it's underwater completely. Alright, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and a comment, and I'll see you next time, guys. Goodbye.